I am your lady when a storm, and I would like to welcome you to our series entitled Ladies, Lillies, and Laughter, where we are highlighting some beautiful, phenomenal, amazing women here in Anechoic Birds. We celebrate the beauty, the phenomenalness of beautiful, amazing women. I know you're laughing, but it is because we're awesome. And I have an amazing young lady with me, none other than TL Dollar Dime. Please introduce yourself before we kick this thing off. What you want people to know?
Hello, back to you. I'm in the world. So, hello, world. I am TL the Dollar Dime. And I am just happy. I'm so honored to have been chosen to even speak um, for women. I am a woman. So I just thank you. Thank you so much.
It is indeed our pleasure. Now, before we get into the questions, I always ask, how can people follow you if they wanted to follow you? They want to get more information from you because you do so much. So, is there a way for people to get in touch with you?
You can go to Dollar Dime without an S. That's my IG on Instagram. That's open to the public. Now, my Facebook page is private, but send me a friend request. Hit me up in my inbox and tell me why you want to be my friend. And I'll see if your answer is good enough and I will accept you. And then you could see all the things that I do from poetry that I write. I sometimes share. I do jewelry. So you'll see a lot of different things. So it's both business and personal.
I like it. I like it a lot. So we are going to jump into these questions because we want people to know a little bit more about who you are and all of the amazing things that you've done in your lifetime. So, first question. After years of creating and performing, many artists reach a moment of clarity. What feels most aligned about the season of artistry that you are in right now?
I feel like I can express more. When I first started, it was like a rule that I only had to speak about certain things.
Mm.
When I came out, it was like every female poet had to be a sister soldier. But I wanted to talk about other things that I was actually told to hide.
Mm.
So now, today, I just feel like I can get more of my truth out.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Tell that, tell that, tell that. That's experience right there. You speaking from a
Yeah,
true place. So you've been creating music and spoken word for over 20 years. That's a nice span in this
that's a long time. Let's tell it, kind of telling
longevity.
my age.
Come on now, let that longevity out. And you started with radio jingles and then you started performing spoken word in Columbia, South Carolina. How did those early experiences shape you and your artistic foundation?
Well, I work with like-minded people. When I got on the scene, I had people pushing me, even though, like I said, you were put in a category, you got to write about this. I was just surrounded around like minds, even in radio, music. I came from a small town, Lawton, Oklahoma. Hey. Um, and there we didn't have that platform. So when I grew up writing, it was something that was more like a diary, it was more like a journal. So when I moved to Columbia, South Carolina, and I witnessed other people doing things that I did in hiding, I was like, wow, they're expressing themselves freely and publicly. Can I be your friend? So that's how it started. And, that's what I tried to do for the past 20 years. Just keep myself around like minded people.
And can I say you're doing an amazing job, ma'am? I just
Thank
want to
you.
put that
Thank
out
you
there.
so much. Thank you so
So you come from a performance culture where memorization was required and reading on stage wasn't allowed. And how did that discipline influence your confidence, your delivery, and your connection with the audience?
Let me tell you, when I came into the poetry scene, it was a rule. So I didn't know. Like, even though I was writing on paper, I was told in order to do what we do, In order for you to be our poetry friend,
Mm,
you read what you read, but you have to memorize it. And in order for you to be on our stage, you have to put that crutch down. And I never looked at my paper as being a crutch, but I saw how it was different when I started to perform. And the person that gave me that confidence was actually a performing arts student by the name of Zuri Wilson of Parallel Worlds. And she was into acting. And I've always thought I was an actress deep down inside. So what I had on paper, I had to perform it.
mm,
I wanted people to actually see what I was saying, and I couldn't do that by reading.
mm, mm. That is powerful. I want you to see what I'm saying. Oh, I like that. I like that. So your background spans poetry, music, dance, acting, and improv, which I have to give you a hat off to you. You do all of it well. Why is it important for you to express yourself across multiple art forms rather than just being confined to just one?
I'm just gonna keep it to you real, Winter, because I got multiple personalities. I got multiple personalities. I grew up an only child, so I had to talk to myself. So
Mm,
myself talking to myself was talking to another part of me.
mm,
And that just came across in everything that I did. So, and I always thought about my audience. I was my own audience. And it was like, what do I want to see? I want to see you sing. I want to see you dance. And I had to put that all into one person. And
mm,
that's who you see today. So that's really it. I know some people will call it crazy, but that's where it comes from. I don't want to be put in one box because I'm always thinking. I can be in my poetic mode for weeks, and then all of a sudden I want to sing, and then I'm
yeah.
singing, and then sometimes I don't want to say nothing, so I'm pop locking. So that's just how it is. I just want to do it all because it just depends on how my personality feels at that time.
Oh, I hear that. You know what? I love that. I just love the fact that you're not putting yourself in a box. Why should you?
Yeah,
All right. You
yeah.
you definitely are a phenomenal talent and you don't deserve to be in a box. You said that music and poetry go hand in hand for you. When you're creating, which usually comes first? Are you gonna work on the rhythm or you're working on the words? And how do they shape or come together?
Um, Poetry, I feel like music is poetry and poetry is music. But the difference for me is poetry for me is endless. My poems may be 2 pages long. When
Ooh,
it comes to music, there's a structure. And in poetry, it seems like I'm more free. In music, I have a stopping point. You
mm,
have your verse, you got to get all your thoughts out in a short period of time. There's a rule to it. And then you have to have your hook. Then you got to give a little bit more of what you're trying to say, just a little bit, and then go back to what you want people to believe, back
mhm.
to the hook. And in poetry, you don't have that. And especially now with spoken word, which I had to learn that difference between poetry and spoken word. Poetry, when you grow up, you got to rhyme everything. And spoken word, you just giving your spoken word, you giving your spoken feelings.
Yes.
And though poetry and music is a feeling, I
Mm.
just feel like one is more free and one is more structured.
That's a good point. I think I was having that discussion with someone as well about the difference between the two. You put it so eloquently. I hope people pick up on that. I hope they do. Um, as a woman with decades of experience, which you do, you got you could probably give your own workshop if you wanted to. In creative you could. As a woman with decades of experience in creative communities, what do you believe women uniquely bring to spoken word and music that is still often overlooked or undervalued?
Well, I learned that when poetry started, it was kind of like a man's um, place. In the
Mm,
Civil War, they wrote about poetry, and I talked about how women were really told to stay in a woman's place, be quiet, whatever you going through, whatever your husband putting you through, whatever you worried about with your kids, be quiet,
mm,
cook, clean, and do what the man says. And
yeah.
now we are in an era where women are speaking up more. We're more confident. We're encouraged more. We encourage each other. And that's what I am here to do. Encourage women to not hide their life experiences because it can help the next woman. And that's what I
Mm,
feel like poetry can do, when we can tell our story, share our story, and definitely when it has a triumphant ending to say, this is my power and you can't take it.
mm. Yes. 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 Can I just get, I got to clap. I want to snap on it, baby. I got to clap on that. I got to clap on
Sure. Thank
that.
you, thank you, thank you. But that's just
So,
my truth. That's just my truth.
and that's what we need. We need more women. Let me just say that, just sharing their truth. Because there's somebody that you're going to help, regardless of how we feel like. There's somebody that needs to hear your truth and your experience. So
Definitely.
your upcoming poetry and music album features poetry, and it creates an opportunity for a slam winner to earn a guest spot. So, why is collaboration and community building such an important part of your creative mission right now?
What I love to do, I love to give back. And when it comes to developing a rapport with other people, like I said, surrounding yourself with like minds, that's part of me is scratching a back. Hey, I know I can do this by myself, but how about you come along with me? Because one, it's enough bread out here for us all to eat. And sometimes I don't want to eat alone. So
Mm,
it's important for me to include people who have supported me, people who have been there for me, and people that I also admire. And I just want our voices to be heard, not just my voice, but our voices to be heard.
yes, ma'am. All right. So the big events, ladies, lilies, and laughter. So this is all about us honoring women through beauty, through joy, through laughter, and through shared experiences. What does it mean to you to be part of a space that is intentionally uplifting and celebrating the voice of women in this particular way?
Oh my gosh, you really just said it. The main word is intention. Intentionally being proud to be who you were born to be.
Come on
Woman,
now. Come on now.
phenomenal woman. So I again, like I started, I am honored to be a part of such movement. We are moving in a movement of encouraging each other, like I said, scratching each other's back and just making sure that we know we are in a safe place and that we have each other's back.
Agreed, agreed, agreed. Cannot stress how much those words mean to me and the power that you have given me in everything that you said. Now, before we end this interview, I cannot leave here without you telling us about all these creative things TL the Dollar Dime has. Now, I've seen you all over Facebook, Instagram with all these products. A little bit before I ask you this last question. I gotta know, tell us all these things you have been creating, ma'am. Come on, go for it. Sell me some more.
Let me tell you something. And I'm not trying to get too personal, but y'all could probably see it on my face. Y'all see me reaching up here, rubbing my nose. Let me tell you, I try to distract myself because I'm at that part of my life where I'm going through the change of life. And I'm sweating. So sometimes I have to create to not think about my personal. and that involves me moving my hands, whether it's creating a necklace, wire, and I love to freestyle. You know me, Winter. I've been in Winter's workshops where she pushes my pen and everything is right off the dome. You have no time to prepare. So, and that's how I am creatively. I just make up stuff as I go. So I love my customers that say, just do what you do. I'll tell them to pick a color. Just do what you do. Because if you tell me what you want me to do, it's probably not going to come out right. But if you let me freestyle my creativity, it is endless for me. So, from poetry to creating crafts, it's really my distraction, and it's therapeutic. It's so therapeutic. So, y'all check me out if y'all want something custom made. If I've never done it, what people been doing lately, they've been sending me videos, sending me pictures, and they've been challenging me. And they've been doing with me, with my crafts, how you do me in the workshops, Winter. They challenge my brain to do something that I've never done before. So I'm up for the challenge. I'm
That
up
is
for
one.
the challenge.
Yes. Yes. I love it. I love it. I am so excited. And next time y'all see her, oh, so many creative things. And I'm so proud of you. As you said, you are not one person, honey. You are everything. You are every woman all wrapped into this
I think you
pretty,
have seen it.
gorgeous. I think
I have to
I
give my mom. I have to give my mom all the credit, because when I was growing up, she would act out things. And if I told her a story and told her, if I came and she said, "What happened at school today?" And I told her, "Well, the teacher told us to go outside." That wasn't good enough for her. She'll say, "How did she say it?" Huh? What do you mean? How did she say it? Did she say it like this? Did she say it like this? Did she say it like you know, it had to be an attitude, it had to be a voice. I had to do the accent. If somebody fell on the ground, I had to fall on the ground. And that comes with showing people what you mean. And so I get it from my mama.
shout out to mama. Shout out to mama. We are about to close this, but before we close out, I'm putting you on the spot. I want you to complete this sentence for me. I am the poet because. What would you say, Miss TL?
I am, wait, the poet or a poet?
The poet, baby. I am the poet. Come on now.
I am the poet, not only because I know it, because I could feel it. And when you see me, you ain't gonna forget.
Say that. You better say that. All right, TL, thank you so much. You have been great. We welcome this interview
Thank
has been
you.
to us. Everybody, please, please, please come out May 3rd so you can enjoy Ladies, Lilies, and Laughter here in Columbia, South Carolina at Lux Life Event Center starting at 7 p.m. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a time. We have some amazing features. We're going to have an open board to be.
Yes.
You know how we do here. So, Anechoic
Yes.
Birds and Winter Spirit together, excuse me, Anechoic Birds and Winter Spirit working together to make everything happen. Thank you, TL. Thank you, TL. Thank you, TL, for
Thank
being
y'all.
a
All
part.
right. Thank
Love.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.